Good morning and happy Friday. It's almost that time, so yeah, how's everybody doing? Hope your shopping's done and your season is merry and bright and all that. I may look quite festive here, but I'm going to be straight up honest with you. Truth of the matter is, it's bad hair morning, and I've got a friend that does videos, and I love the fact that she will just pop on, just blazingly admit, well, I haven't done my hair or my makeup or anything this morning. Well, I just want to tell you that I haven't done my hair or makeup either, so that's okay. I just want to pop on. It's been a really busy couple of weeks, and I'm not blaming Christmas on that. In fact, I kind of love Christmas, but sorry, I gotta let my whiny dog out. Okay, take care of that. So yeah, I kind of started doing a thing recently, and I don't know why I didn't think of it sooner. So one thing is, the self-improvement folks, good advice out there, kind of leans toward you should read something at least 30 minutes a day. And I started taking that to heart. Actually, we'll go even a little bit longer. But another thing is that I kind of like my exercise time. Started running about 7 years ago, I think it was. I don't know. But point is, I hit on the brilliant but really kind of obvious idea that, hey, in the age of audiobooks being readily accessible, I can do both at the same time. So yesterday I was running around my neighborhood, free of knee pain, by the way. I haven't whined about that much, but I did something to my knee a couple months ago. I got a steroid shot in it last Friday, and it's perfect. I'm back to 100%. So yeah, I know they say things about that stuff, but anyway, what am I trying to say here? I was listening to "You're a Badass at Making Money" by Jen Sincero yesterday, and the phrase popped up. She was telling that story about the goats destroying the house that she was supposed to be house setting, and she said something about, "Are your dreams bigger than your drama?" And it hit me. Wow, that's a really good point. And I feel like they are most of the time, but do we get dragged back into our own internal stories sometimes? Heck yeah, we're human beings. I mean, we're wired with emotion because emotion motivates, and that's part of the human experience, and it's also a lot of how creativity and imagination happens. So I don't whine or complain about any of that stuff, and I don't mean to sound that way at all. Pretty sure I don't. But the point I'm making is that if your dreams are bigger than your drama, then you're going to win. Simple enough, right? I mean, my take on the whole concept of success is simply this: have a dream, make a goal, make a plan to achieve the goal, work your butt off to work the plan, and then rinse and repeat. Sounds pretty simple, but I have kind of been drawn into and fascinated with law of attraction thinking since I watched that movie, The Secret, 6 or 7 years ago. It's funny how all those things seem to happen back then. I remember it was the day the Aztec calendar ended, the end of the universe day, 12/21/12, I think it was. And I always thought all that stuff was really cool, but there's one thing that these people leave out when you watch stuff like that, is that, yeah, you can visualize your heart's desire, and you can sit and imagine that you are actually already have it, and feel the feelings of already having it, and all that stuff's really great. But you got to put in some work. You got to put your nose to the grindstone and make it happen. It's not just going to magically appear. Aladdin's lamp is a pretty cool idea, but I think they left out the part where, Aladdin actually had to do something to get all the stuff he wanted. I don't know. Maybe I'm just making all that up out of my head. But anyway, I just like that, the whole alliteration thing. Are your dreams bigger than your drama? And I guess I just wanted to talk about that because it sounds really cool and it sounds like a mantra to live by. Something's coming up for you, something goes wrong. Um, um, my wife just got home from shopping, so hang on a second. I'm gonna shut the door. The dog's out. Okay. Actually, I do need to leave in a couple of minutes anyway, but yeah, are your dreams bigger than your drama? There's the thought of the day. So now that I've said that, I reach out to you, Mr. and Miss and Ms. and Mrs. Real estate professional. Um, I'd like to provide you guys some insights and some tips and everything because things come up for me and I get asked questions. But one thing that came up for me this week is somebody was asking what their tax situation was going to look like. Being aware, as they are, because I beat up on them pretty frequently about estimated payments. Now, this is a big thing. If you're new in business, if you're any kind of entrepreneur, in other words, working for yourself and not for a W-2 wage, it's important to keep in mind that you're supposed to be making quarterly payments. Now, you have one last golden chance to make a quarterly payment. The last deadline for 2019 is January 15th, 2020. And I want to point that out and make clear that whatever you're able to afford to pay on or before January 15th toward estimated taxes to reduce your April tax burden will also reduce any underpayment penalties that you might have. If you're not making quarterly payments throughout the year, you still have this one last golden chance to put as much of what you're going to owe in April into an estimated payment to get your taxes within $1,000. If you believe you're going to owe $1,000 or more on your taxes, again, you are supposed to be making estimated payments. And if you, in fact, end up paying the Fed over $1,000 in tax, they are going to assess what's known as an underpayment penalty. So you can avoid that. One thing you can do is get your tax professional and take a look at your revenues and expenses for the year and try to give you an estimation of a good payment to make. And I know it's kind of an ugly time of year to bring this up because you might be running your credit card debt up to provide the family with a bunch of really cool gifts and maybe a vacation and all that stuff's great, but it's part of running a business. And one of the things you don't want to do in business is spend money that you don't have to. And if you are paying a lot of money in underpayment penalties, or heaven forbid you file an extension in April without paying what you owe, and you find yourself paying interest and penalties for paying late, remember, an extension, 6-month extensions, are an extension to file. They are not an extension to pay. I'll say this again and again, and I'll do it with a smile on my face because I don't want to kill you guys with it, but it's very important to remember. It's an extension to file, not an extension to pay. So you're like, Eric, well, how do you do that? Simple. You make a payment when you file the extension. You basically mail it in or do it. I can actually e-file those for people as well. So one more thing in January, and that is if you have subcontractors, and you real estate folks do, quite a few of you use a transaction coordinator. I know people that have a IT person. I'm actually going to get one because I'm tired of fighting with my computer. And if you pay these people more than $600 or more in a calendar or tax year, actually, the proper phrase is tax year, you owe them a 1099-MISC. How do you do that? You get a W-9 from them, and then you issue them one. If you don't know how to do that, I can help with those as well. There are also ways to do it yourself online, but a main thing is those W-9s basically give you the tax reporting information for the person you're paying. Technically, you're supposed to get those before you ever pay them $1, but I'm going to tell you right now, I've got general construction contractors and that kind of people. They do it at the last minute. It happens all the time, but the main thing is you need to do it. And you don't want to be doing it the third week of January and panicking and getting yourself all puckered up over it. It's just not good. This is a good time to think about this stuff, and why I wanted to talk to you about it today. You know, it's the Friday before Christmas. If you're lucky like me, you got your shopping done. So it's a good time, if you are in business, to think about some of these things a little bit. Just sort of plan ahead. Because if you do that now, you have less stress later. And stress doesn't do anybody any good. You need your sleep at night. So that's it for me. Hopefully your dreams are bigger than your drama going into 2020. And you have an amazing Christmas, but we'll see you between now and then. So I just want to wish you a great Friday and an excellent weekend full of abundance, joy, peace, and love. And I will see you soon. Bye for now.